In light of JP Chase's announcement that XRP has been approved for use in banking systems for payments and its confirmation that its price would be between $7,500 and $10,000 within the next 3 to 4 months, Ripple Labs and the SEC have formally agreed to postpone the appeal of the Ripple SEC complaint for XRP. At the same time, Ripple and Swift have formally collaborated, and it is anticipated that XRP's market capitalization would soar above $5 trillion overnight. Not to mention that Amazon has also forecasted payments as a result of Ripple's partnership, among many other things. American Express, for example, recently announced a global partnership with Ripple Labs that integrates XRP and the CTF rewards token, essentially the entire XRP ledger ecosystem for transactions. Welcome to this video, folks. We have a lot to discuss about XRP, including a significant price increase that is anticipated to occur in the next 3 to 4 months, bringing the current price of XRP to between $7,500 and $10,000. Before we begin today's video, we would like to announce that everyone who watches this video will be eligible to enter a giveaway of 100,000 XRP. Additionally, everyone who watches this video will receive a free up to $100 guarantee when they purchase more XRP through our partner Upload. The most dependable exchange is Upload, which is the second largest exchange with the most XRP. And we teamed up with them to offer every single user who registers using my link in the description and completes a transaction up to $100 to purchase additional XRP. This can be any amount, whether it's 1 penny, $1, or $10. It only takes 5 minutes to sign up for an Uphold and complete a transaction of any amount, and you have the ability to turn that $100 into over $1 million. This is a fantastic opportunity that is literally free money. Having said that, let's get straight to today's video. With XRP serving as the focal point of all holdings, the U.S. Cryptocurrency Reserve has formally been made public. Additionally, the U.S. Federal Reserve declared that it will hold more than $68 billion in cryptocurrency reserves, emphasizing that the majority of those funds would be made up of XRP, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, and Cardano. Naturally, XRP is at the top. But we need to discuss more than just that. The focus of today's conversation is primarily on large financial institutions like Blackrock and JpMorgan, who have formally acknowledged that they have been dollar-cost averaging and purchasing XRP at extremely low prices for a long time. They also acknowledged that they had anticipated the Ripple IC lawsuit would be resolved and that XRP would soar. However, we were unaware that they had been amassing millions, if not tens of millions, of XRP. Indeed, JpMorgan alone holds more than 7.5% of all XRP holdings, and they recently declared that XRP is now accepted within their banking system of payments. This follows JpMorgan's confirmation a few months ago that they are now taking XRP as payments. As 4 XRP ETFs submit, JpMorgan will accept XRP for retail payments, according to this post. In other words, JpMorgan Chase has formally accepted XRP as payments for retail transactions, like as mortgage and credit card payments. This calculated action demonstrates how blockchain technology is revolutionizing the payment industry and indicates the increasing adoption of cryptocurrencies in conventional banking. But this isn't the first time, folks. In light of this, they recently declared that they are incorporating into their whole financial system. It will be valued between $7,400 and $10,000 per XRP in 3 months, according to a former JpMorgan employee. This timeline actually makes a lot of sense. Guys, take a moment to consider it. Only a few weeks ago, the co-founder of Ripple Labs affirmed that XRP was intended to cost $10,000 and needed to be able to support the 7.5 billion people on the planet. The parties between XTC and Ripple Labs have also agreed to postpone the appeal, which we learned about today. The deadline for submitting a status report is 60 days. In summary, the Ripple SC litigation is now complete, and the judge has given Ripple Labs the go-ahead to prohibit banks, financial institutions, and other international providers from obtaining and accumulating XRP. They are fully authorized to start facilitating. This has essentially resulted in the official release of trillions of dollars from these enormous financial entities, including banks and other general institutional giants. Naturally, here is when the $5 trillion dry XRP merc deficit really comes into play. As a cherry on top, Swift actually announced their partnership with Ripple Labs. Once more, a huge news that will enable the XRP Ledger XRP and the RippleNet system to unleash hundreds of billions of dollars per day. However, as we see more and collaborations start to emerge, it's all happening right in front of our eyes. In response to the partnership, Amazon recently withheld payment. Additionally, they approved the XRP Ledger's payment mechanism, which is the crypto training fund financed by the CTF token, and they hope to pull this up for you guys soon. Once more, this crucial component, which we will discuss in a moment, is a significant component of the XRP Ledger ecosystem and demonstrates to us how these enormous organizations are integrating not only XRP but the entire ecosystem. In order to integrate XRP and the CTF token for transactions, American Express has announced a global PIN cooperation with Ripple Labs. Not only is XRP being integrated, but the full XRP Ledger ecosystem, which includes XRP payments and CTF token for payment rewards, is also being integrated in collaboration with Ripple. And once more, as you can see, thank you. The payment runs on Ripple have been sent to the Europe beneficiary. Additionally, this is a payment method used by American Express in the UK. I also want to discuss another significant supplier. We discussed JPMorgan Chase. We discussed American Express, Amazon, and Swift. There are many more, include even Wells Fargo, but BlackRock is a big financial company, in fact the biggest. While BlackRock has made public announcements, I'll show you guys a video of Ridley, the company's CEO, working on an XRP ETF. However, the CEO remained silent during the announcement. This might be the result of BlackRock's covert XRP hoarding, and it makes sense, especially in light of the significant green light approval that we received today, for institutions to start collecting, purchasing, and obtaining the necessary authorization to start processing XRP. The XRP Ledger DeFi system, which allows you to enjoy tremendous growth driven by the top DeFi token and the payments reward token on the XRP Ledger, is what people aren't talking about though. DeFi space, the most valuable asset on the XRP Ledger, may trade for as little as 97 cents to $748.50 per CDIP token. With agreements with big businesses like Amazon and Walmart, and a total of just 119 million tokens accessible, the CDIP cryptocurrency is poised for severe supply constraints. This is positive, guys. If you haven't been reading and researching the XRP Ledger, you should know that the crypto trading fund which holds the CTF token is leading it. You can see the chart consolidating here above the juicy blue line, and it is expected that the CTF token will actually reach high levels of literally hundreds and tens of thousands of dollars over the course of the next few weeks and months. We've been keeping a careful eye on it. Following the clear severe market drop, it's currently up 6.66% at 56 cents. However, it's one of the few that has truly recovered well and is up when the market as a whole, including XRP, is down. This is clearly very positive, and it's being driven by a huge organization with strong support from companies like Amazon and Walmart. Let's access their website once again. It is the most popular DeFi token on the Polygon chain and the XPLG. Furthermore, it is the first blockchain-generated payment incentive system ever, and it is once more run by their partners and onboarded users. Once more, CryptCity is a huge cryptocurrency marketplace and payment provider that enables you to purchase larger things. However, as you can obviously see, you also have CryptCity, Amazon, and Walmart. You can now examine them.